I just saw The Mastermind, directed by Kelly Reichardt. This is her latest film. I don't know how many films she's made up until this point. I know she's like a beloved director. There's a lot of people who are into film, a lot of movie nerds are really into Kelly Reichardt. But I've never really gotten into her before. She has loads of stuff that I haven't seen yet. The only other movie I have seen from her was First Cow, which I found to be very slow and plodding and underwhelming. Just in simple terms, I just found it boring. Unfortunately, I'll give it another chance someday, but up until this point, that was my only experience with her. And she has this new film out now with Josh O'Connor in the lead, The Mastermind. It was on Mubi, and I saw that it was getting good reviews and that people were talking about it, so I decided I'll give it a watch. It's right there. And I watched it and I really loved it. Yeah, it's made me more excited about Reichardt as a director now. I think I need to step up and get into her older stuff now. This is a Coen Brothers movie, like just flat out. It's in every single way you can tell that Reichardt was influenced and inspired by the Coen Brothers, like the sequence of events, the characters, the sense of humor, even like everything down to like the ending. It's all very Coen Brothers, like to the point where you can actually sell this as a Coen Brothers movie. You can actually imagine that they made this in some alternate timeline. And this isn't to say that, oh, she's plagiarizing or that she's a hack or whatever. Like, this is just how the creative process works. But it's clear, like, this is where her influences are coming from in this movie. And I think she pulls it off very well because there are a lot of, it's not unique to take influence from the Coen Brothers. There are, like, countless movies that do that. But I guess to say is that what I want to say about this is that she does it very well. She's made a film that's like on par with her influences. It's a slow movie. It's a very slow movie to the point where I would hesitate recommending this to everyone because it's not going to offer what most people are looking for in a comedy crime heist movie. But what I loved most about this movie was just watching the characters take their time. Like, you have scenes where, like, Josh O'Connor is fumbling around with the lid of a crate, trying to put it back on, or, he's just going through the clothes in a wardrobe one by one. You see him, like, take his time, inspect each and every one, and, decide what to do with it, and he's really going through the motions with it. There's like a scene at a dinner table where they're all eating, and Hope Davis, her character, picks up corn on the cob and snaps it in half, and then you can see that she sizes up the two halves together, like compares the size of them, and then picks the bigger one. I really love that, and then I guess there's more explicitly, direct, taking their time moments, like what's the actor's name, Eli Gelb. There's a scene where it's like a chase scene and he has to spend like a full 10 seconds trying to crank a car window down, like, while he's being chased. And it's stuff like this like kind of fumbling, this like idiosyncratic kind of ticks and stuff, like these little things I think are what make a movie great. Like, in general, like, I feel like they just add so much to the experience of a movie. And with this film as well, with like all these like subtleties as well, I think what this film is also really great at is that it really strikes the perfect tonal balance, in that the characters are competent enough to be taken seriously, but at the same time they're dumb enough and they fumble about enough and are foolish enough to make it an effective comedy as well. The score is very jazzy, it's very percussive and kind of atonal, and there's all these like rumbling like instruments. Like, I don't even know, some of it doesn't even sound like instruments. It's just like random objects that they just held up to a microphone and started hitting with a stick or anything. Like, maybe even the microphone itself. Actually, not you'd hear that. But you know what I mean. It's just like a load of like tapping and rumbling sounds that are just like building this kind of tension throughout the film, and it sounds very smooth as well at the same time, because it's you can have that jazz kind of flavor to it. The cinematography, you can tell it's shot on film. It looks very beautiful, obviously, in like a lot of scenes, and there's like a lot of great framing in the composition. But it's also very smooth and dynamic. There's like a lot of great movements and a lot of thought put into like the framing and the blocking of each shot, which I really appreciated. Like you can really tell that they like storyboarded this, they planned this out beforehand, like how each shot was going to look before they filmed it. And even going beyond like the idiosyncratic moments as well, there are like other like fleeting moments as well here that I just found to be very effective. Again, very natural, very emotive as well. There's like a scene on a bus in like the second half, I guess involving like a sailor or like a Navy, I don't know what you call him, like someone from the Navy, he's like wearing the uniform. I won't say what happens, but it's just like a nice little moment that I think kind of adds a lot to the film, just like speaks volumes to it. You just get like a little snapshot of a character or like a group of characters in like with no dialogue being spoken, and I just feel like you get a lot out of it, like and it kind of like reflects a lot of themes of the film as well. The opening scene, I honestly have not been able to stop thinking about it since I've seen it, because it's such a perfect opening scene. I don't really want to go into detail because it's a new movie and I want people to watch it for themselves. But the opening scene, it just perfectly establishes the main character. It tells you everything you need to know about him, like just through the visuals, through watching him go through this plan or whatever. And in contrast, then the final scene, which I will not spoil, obviously, because it's the final scene. The final scene, again, perfectly it encapsulates the main character. Like it just like both these scenes, like the very beginning and the very end of the film, just do such a perfect job at just condensing the character down to their barest essentials. Like it tells you everything you need to know about him at the start, and then sums them up to a T for the finale of the film. Yeah, it's perfect, and I've just been mulling them over in my head just ever since I've seen it. I just can't get enough of it. I thought it was brilliant. My biggest criticism, and I'm sure this is going to be a lot of other people's biggest criticism of this film, is that there's a massive, I don't know if you want to say tonal shift, but I guess pacing shift in the second half of the film, where it steps down a gear and becomes much more mellow and meditative, and I guess I don't want to say plotting. Plotting sounds a bit too negative, but it really hits a slower stride in the second half, and I much prefer the frantic, chaotic first half, because that's where like a lot of the comedy and kind of zaniness comes from. A lot of the idiosyncrasies come from in the first half, but I can see the second half growing on me over time. I guess it's because you're not expecting it, and you kind of have to. It's like an acquired taste. You have to get used to it. You have to I think it might flow better knowing what to expect and kind of knowing the point of it as well, because again, I've been thinking about this movie a lot since I've seen it, and I kind of I understand the subversive nature of that second half, like what the actual the act of it being slower in the second half is a statement in and of itself, and I've just been mulling that over in my mind since I've seen it. But again, I wasn't expecting to like this as much as I did. Again, I just wouldn't have called myself a Kelly Reichardt fan before seeing this, and in fact, like I wasn't even expecting to like this movie just in general. I thought I was going to get the same experience as First Cow, but no, in fact, it's quite the opposite. I love this film. I adored it. It's one of my favorites of the year, and it's only getting better and better in my memory. Like I'm itching to watch it again. I just can't stop thinking about it. I'm just peeling back all these layers to it, and it's making me excited now for exploring Reichardt's filmography. So that being said, I'm feeling a solid 8 out of 10 on this. I think this is a solid 8 for now. Thank you.